Hey there. Hello, hello, hello. The 30 fans. Welcome to the 30. This is Patrick. Glad to have you on this Thursday evening. I hope you are well. Today we are going to be talking with a young lady who is making her move with candles. I am glad to have her. I'm going to welcome into the stream right now. And as we say, she is blazing her path with candles. This is the 30, folks. If this is your first time joining me, I want to thank you for joining us on this Thursday evening. And let's get to it right now. Let's welcome Rina. Hey, Rina.
Hi. How are you guys?
I hope that you can hear me well.
Yes, I can hear you well.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, welcome to the 30.
Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. Let's talk about you. Today's a special day for you.
It is. It is the big 26. So today is my birthday, and I thought, what better way to celebrate 26 than with launching a business, right?
So you've been busy all day, huh?
I have been very busy all day, extremely busy since the time I woke up until even, 10 minutes ago. We've got a lot of orders today, which is awesome. Already have to restock. So we're doing well so far.
Good, good, good. Well, tell us a little bit about you and your business, what you do. I know this is the first day. This is the launch. So give us a little background of yourself. Give us some idea of your journey. But let's talk about you first.
Yeah. So I am my background. I grew up in Rochester here in New York, and background. So I'm half Indian, half Black. So that's definitely given me a different cultural perspective growing up, and kind of led me through to where I am today. I have a background, my undergrad in business administration. And I've always wanted to start some sort of business, but I never knew really what I wanted to do. So I have my undergrad in business, ended up going into HR, loved it. I love people, but ultimately, my passion is being creative. And that's what brought me to being in grad school now for interior design. And it's also what brought me to Blue Cedar Candles. So then a little bit of backstory about the business. Obviously, we were, shut down in March. There was a pandemic. A lot of us had a lot of extra time on our hands. And I thought, making candles seems like a nice hobby. Let's try it as a hobby. How hard could it be? Was really my thinking. It could be, something fun. And turns out it is a lot more work than I thought to make candles and test and ensure that they are safe to use, the proper wick, the proper jar, the proper wax, all of those things. So it's been a wild ride to be able to, start learning and watching YouTube videos and other people who make candles and kind of learning from them and doing that research. And then also, as time went on, realized, why not make this into a business? So then there came the extra step of, okay, let's see how to start a business, how to become an entrepreneur and have this own business for myself. So yeah, it's been such a wild ride.
So how long have you had this dream of entrepreneurship? Has this all? Yeah, tell us how long you've had this dream or goal of yours.
I've wanted to be an entrepreneur in some way, shape, or form since I was pretty much in early high school. So I even took a small business class when I was in high school and loved it. And that's kind of that was kind of the turning point for me to be able to say, okay, I think I want to become an entrepreneur of some kind, be my own boss, have my own schedule. And that type of lifestyle kind of appealed to me when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. So that's really where it started. I always wanted to have my own business. And initially, I am a licensed cosmetologist as well. So initially, I thought, oh, maybe, you know, I can go to school for business and open my own salon. But then it didn't, you know, that was like, you know, I don't know if that's really what I want to do. So, you know, the itch to do something with entrepreneurship really started in early high school. And so it's wild that, you know, it's taken me this long to get there, but, you know, it's really great to see how far I've come from the original ideas I had thought of to now.
Now, what other ideas did you have? And if you don't want to share, then that's okay, because I don't want anyone to be taking your ideas and then implementing it, right?
Yeah, no, it was mostly what I was thinking of was, okay, what skill can I learn that I can then run a business with? Mm-hmm. So it was just kind of learning different things. I've always loved being creative and artsy things. And so design, again, was something that has always been a passion of mine. And so that was something that I thought would be a good opportunity for me down the road, which is also something I still aspire to have, is, you know, my own interior design company one day, you know, after school, and getting a little more work experience in that field. So those were just some of the ideas, and then the salon as well.
Now, I know you and I talked a couple of days ago, and I asked you, well, if you go into interior design, what's going to happen to the candle business?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so for right now, you know, I'm really pushing the candles while I'm in school. I still have another year and a half in school. And I also thought it would be a great way down the road to be able to merge the two, because it is such a creative, candles are such a creative, you know, art form.
Sure.
And especially with interior design, you know, that's interiors. So that also comes with the different things that go in a home, which,
right.
Yeah, you know, candles go in a home. So, you know, I hope to one day be able to kind of join the two and somehow merge, to do a little bit more, and maybe even branch out a little bit more with some more creative aspects as well. So
now, yeah. you just turned, are you 26 or just turned 27? Which
just
one?
Turned 26 today.
Just turned 26. 26, mm-hmm. And you've launched your own business. And this is going to be huge, because as I told you, based on what I heard from you with your passion and your mm-hmm. work ethic, I know this is going to be huge. But at 26 years old, who would have thought, right? Did you ever think that this would have happened this early?
Definitely not. You know, sometimes I think about it and I'm like, you know, I never would have thought that at 26 is when I was going to be launching a business. I always had this something in my mind, you know, I really do want to launch a business, but I always thought, okay, maybe when I'm in my mid 30s, or, you know, more established and have a more established life, and, you know, not when I'm, you know, back in school full time and grad school and that sort of thing, trying to juggle all of that. And, you know, had just moved to a new city and back and forth between, you know, Rochester and Pittsburgh. If you would have told me, you know, even a year ago, hey, on your birthday next year, you're going to be launching a business, I would have told mm-hmm. you there's no way.
Wow. So you launched a business today. It's your birthday, and now you're under 30. I am privileged that you took the time out to be on this show. I am blessed and I'm privileged. Thank you, because I know that you probably could be out celebrating, having fun, trying to sell some more candles, right?
This is fun. This is fun. And good. You know, I've had all day to sell candles. So
okay. And how has the launch been? To give us some idea of the launch.
Yeah, so the launch has been really, really great. So pretty much from start to finish. So I started testing back in March. So it's really taken, you know, a good, you know, 9-10 months to be able to get to a point where I was ready to launch, get all the business stuff handled, finish making inventory, that type of thing. But yeah, the launch has gone great. I put the link out this morning at 9 o'clock, you know, posted to social, and almost immediately got, you know, 2 orders. I'm like,
wow,
oh, man, that was quick. And then as the day went on, it was just like order after order. And I think right now we're up to 30 orders.
30 orders just in one day without,
Yeah.
you just launched it.
Just
and let
launched
it go.
today, no previous orders. And, you know, I just like my phone keeps dinging and I'm like, I had no idea it was gonna, you know, I have been, you know, trying to market to people, just people I know, and blast it on social media everywhere. But I did not expect to have, you know, 30 orders in one day. And pretty much, you know, we have a 3-ounce candle, a 6-ounce candle, and then wax melts. And the 6-ounce candles are sold out already.
Well, that's what your BFF said here. She said sold out. Sold out.
So
that's great.
Yeah. So the 3-ouncers are almost sold out as well. And we have got a couple wax melts left. So if anyone's interested, you know, head over. But yeah, it's been really great. And then going to be restocking later next week. So
let's talk about the flavors that you have and what separates your candles from others.
Yeah. So I'll just start with the scents that we have. So the scents that we have 5 main scents. So it's honeysuckle and jasmine, lavender and honey, lilac, patchouli and rose, and then tobacco and sandalwood, which are all in the 6-ounce and a 3-ounce, and melts. And then just for the seasonal collection, which is for winter, which will end around like end of March, are cinnamon chai, balsam or blue spruce, and the fireside and vanilla. So, and the kind of difference with our scents, you know, my scents are, I do a lot of custom blends. So I really take the time to, you know, get a lot of samples in of different fragrance oils and mix and match and see kind of what goes with one another and get a really good scent profile for each of the candles. And then as well, something that I've always struggled with is finding candles that are not so kind of in your face overpowering. And so I've specifically designed and picked scents that are still going to smell great, but they're not going to be so overpowering that they're going to give you a headache, which I know, you know, after talking with some friends and family as well, a lot of other people are like, you know, I can't really burn them for some, you know, some specific candles for very long because it's just so, it takes over the whole, you know, your whole nose. It's just so strong. So that's kind of what differentiates us. It's something that I really believe in. So
now, which one did I tell you that I'm going to get? Here's a test for you.
Oh.
Vanilla, Fireside
vanilla.
Right?
Vanilla, yes.
Exactly. Now you have that available, or did you say that I was gone?
So that one is sold out, but I'm going to be stocking everything.
Okay. All right. But make sure you save that one for me.
I will definitely save.
I was going to order it tonight, but now it's gone. So when it comes back, you save one for me. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. Right. And I will be making more this time.
Okay.
Just so to make sure that I have, you know, plenty for everybody. So yeah, those ones went super quick. I think, especially, you know, it's still winter, which was the idea. You know, I'm sure we'll be getting snow sometime soon coming here. So it's the perfect, you know, feels so warm and inviting. So
I'm talking to Rina Sherman. She is the owner of this brand new candle line. It's called Blue Cedar Candles. If you have any comments for her, or if you have any questions for her, just drop it in the chat and I'll bring it up for you. If you want to purchase candles from her, Rina, what is the website? The
website is bluecedarcandles.com.
And it's right here on the scroll, bluecedarcandles.com. This is just awesome. I am so proud of you. What would you say to someone that wants to start a business? What advice can you give them? Maybe someone that's in your age group, or even someone that's older.
Yeah, definitely. I would say the number one piece of advice is research in all aspects. So, I mean, I really took my time to research. So research on both the business end, definitely, go into those long tax forms, the tax codes and jurisdictions. There's a lot of things with taxes that I have learned, and that, you really need to know if you're selling a product, especially depending on where you're located. So I would definitely say research, and research what type of business you want to be. I'm a sole proprietor. So pretty much but you have to research what's going to work best for you, now and in the long run. So that's what worked best for me, but I really took my time to research. So definitely that would be a big plus, as well as researching your product. So I know about candles in the aspect of, I burned candles.
Sure.
So I really did have to do a lot of research on how to make them. So, and it's a lot of testing. So just really doing your research and making sure that you have a good product and you're ready to launch. Test it out with your friends if that's something you can do. Just try and get as much feedback as you can before launching to make any tweaks that need to be had. And then also, kind of on the opposite end, don't be afraid to launch. I think something that I got held up with a lot was, is this perfect? Does the website look good? Does this look good? What about my labels? I changed my labels like 50 times before I settled on something. So I think sometimes, especially if it's your own project that you're working on, you can get so bogged down because you want everything to be perfect.
Sure.
And some things that you think might not be, but it's not, absolutely 100% perfect. It could be something that, a customer will never notice, like a little inch on your label and, something like that. So I'd say don't be afraid to launch.
I'm showing your website here.
Yeah.
And this is a pretty cool looking website. Yeah.
Lots of time spent into this.
Did you build the website too, or did you have someone?
Nope. I made the entire website by myself.
You did this. Wow.
I did. I made the whole website by myself. I took all the pictures on there are my own pictures that I've taken. I created the labels by myself. So yeah, I really had to search and do my research with, creating websites and stuff like that. So it is, a template-based one. It's on Wix. Sure. So I didn't have to code or anything like that, which I know you do for some websites. But
now, why did you choose to go with soy candles, Rina, as opposed to wax?
Yeah.
Are all of them soy, or do you have waxes as well?
There are lots of waxes. So like coconut wax, or sometimes like palm oil is used, and other types of waxes. But soy wax it burns cleaner. The way that it burns, so it produces less soot on the candle. Sometimes if you have a candle, you'll see that like a black ring around the candle. That's soot that's really releasing into the air wherever it's burning. I know, like when I was in college, I used to burn candles all the time, and there would be like my walls would be stained from the amount of soot. So soy candles won't do that. They just burn a lot cleaner and don't let off that soot and that carcinogen. So, and then I also use cotton wicks. So that is also a little bit better. There's some other types of wick like zinc and other things. So cotton is the most sustainable wick. So definitely have a little bit of, I have a passion too for sustainability. That's another thing for interior design as well. I want to be a sustainable interior designer. So sustainability is really important to me. And one of my goals for Blue Cedar Candles later on is to be 100% plastic free. Not there yet, but that is a goal of mine in the future. So
good. Well, I'm going to come back. Let's talk about my sponsors first.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to C Ray's Thought Pops, and Cindy Ray has been a sponsor of this show. So I just want to thank her. Here is some of the things that you can get. You can order it. Hi to C Ray. So these are the Thought Pops that you can purchase from C-Rays Thought Pops, visit craysthoughtpops.com. And I just want to thank Cindy for her continued support. When you go there, just reference the 30 and Cindy will take care of you. So Rina, we talked about one thing that we missed. Where did the name come from?
Oh, yes.
Blue Cedar Candles. Where did it come from?
Yeah, so my lovely friend Nicole helped me come up with the name. So it's super simple. The street that I live on here in Rochester is Cedar Road. And I love this street. It's very woodsy. There's a lot of trees. It just gives off a really good vibe. And the house I live in is blue. And pretty much, you know, I said this business was started in this house on this street. And, you know, it's kind of the origin point. So, you know, even if in the future I don't live in this house anymore, and even if I have like a studio or something else, like that name will always hold a special meaning. Blue Cedar Candles. That's where it originated, where it started.
That's great. That's good. So what's next?
Yeah.
What's next for Blue Cedar? Let's say that you sell out everything.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go next? What's the next step?
So next step would be restocking. So pretty much I would love to have I'm going to have another restock and see what happens with that, see what people are leaning towards, really look into the analytics. I was a data analyst an HR data analyst for 2 years right out of college. So I'm a little bit
numbers. So
Excel geek a little bit. So
that's
definitely going to be looking at the data, looking at, you know, where people are finding the site from, you know, are they going on Google? Are they mainly looking from social media or word of mouth? Really find like where people are coming to the website from and try and branch out, but also push more on the places that people are looking at. And then I also want to see what scents people are leaning towards. And, you know, if people are really liking one scent, you know, maybe even add another size. I would love to add another size, a larger size, maybe even like a 3-wick candle later down the road of maybe in a couple scents that people seem to really gravitate towards. And then of course, just ongoing, you know, getting new fragrance oil samples and sampling for our seasonal collection, which rotates every season. So the next one I would be working on, probably start, you know, sampling different spring scents in March to be able to launch, you know, April, May time. So you know, just in time for Mother's Day and those types of things. So really just trying to keep being innovative with my seasonal scents and then, you know, keep the regular line kind of as is, unless it seems like there's, you know, really great traction in a couple scents and maybe add a larger candle to the collection.
Well, good. Sounds like things are, well, I know things are going to go great. You're going to be truly successful, super successful. I know that you have the right attitude, you have the right people around you, and you're just doing it. So I know without a shadow of a doubt that you'll be successful. Just when you become super successful, don't forget us now on the 30.
Oh, definitely not.
All right.
This is where I'm getting my start.
Good. So. Don't forget us. Now, before we end, we do something called rapid fire.
Yep. Okay.
All right. So I'm just going to throw a couple of questions out to you, and I want quick responses.
Okay.
All right. So first one, soda or pop?
Soda.
Huh. Okay. Your favorite movie?
The Proposal.
And who's in that one?
Sandra Bullock and I don't know why I'm blanking on the guy, but yeah, it's like a rom-com.
Okay. All right. Favorite artists, meaning music artists.
One of my all-time favorites is actually Keith Urban.
All right. With that, favorite type of music then?
Favorite type of music? Everything. So indie and country. Very weird mix.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay. Favorite place to vacation?
Ooh. Somewhere in a cabin in the mountains.
Huh. Wow. Did I say favorite food?
No,
Okay.
pizza.
So,
I know it's so basic, but I could eat pizza anytime, anywhere. It doesn't matter. I will eat pizza.
and what's on top of the pizza?
Mushrooms and green peppers.
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. Last but not least, what is the last book you read? Leadership or entrepreneur book that you read?
I guess the last entrepreneurship book I read was actually like a small business for dummies book.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's probably the last entrepreneur book I read.
That's fair. It's not bad. So I want to thank you so very much. This was excellent. Thank you for coming into the 30. Thank you for joining us. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And I really appreciate you having me on here. This is great. And I can't wait to watch, the coming sessions, the recorded sessions when I can for the people who are coming on next.
There you go. And you are also part of our community. So you just joined our community. So I want to thank you for that. And if anyone else would like to join our community, they simply can go here, Jackman Group LLC.com. That's our website, and just click on join community and come on in. We do the 30 each and every Thursday from 7:30 to 8. But as part of the community, you'll also have access for free to be part of our Lunch and Learn. And our Lunch and Learns are every other Tuesday. The next one is January 19th. And so you want to make sure that you join from the community, or you can click on the link here and have access to our Lunch and Learn. That's every other Tuesday from 12 to 1. So Rina, thank you once again. I truly appreciate it. Have fun with your birthday and much, much success with the business venture.
Thank you. And thank you so much for having me on here. This was great.
Not a problem. Okay, have a good night now, okay?
You too.
All right. So we were talking with Rina Sherman. She's the owner of Blue Cedar Candles. I want to thank her. I want to thank you, our viewer, for being here on another Thursday. We have something you don't want to miss next week. Next week is going to be huge. I'm going to be interviewing someone that I admire. Be on the lookout for it on our Facebook page, be on our social media page, our Instagram, or Twitter. You don't want to miss next week. Our shows, I want to thank Rina again. Next week is going to be awesome. This week was just tremendous in terms of a young entrepreneur. Next week, we're going to have more of someone that has gone on to be truly successful, and her company has blown up. They have helped others make millions of dollars in 2020. So that's all I'm going to tell you, but you don't want to miss it. We're going to announce it and put it out on social media starting Sunday. So be here next Thursday. Call a friend, email a friend, message a friend, but it is going to be it's going to be awesome. I can't say enough about what next week is going to be like. I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to interviewing this person next week. So until then, be on the lookout once again for the announcement. And I want to thank you. Have a good night. Be safe. If you are watching in review or in replay, make sure that you like and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you once again. Good night. Be blessed. Make sure that you are safe. Wash your hands. social distance, and wear a mask. Until next week, we want to say good night and goodbye, and may God continue to bless you and your family. Have a good night now.